Bro actually bought every single Instagram ad for a week. I'd barely survive one sponsored post. This man went full scientist mode. Let's see what he got himself into. Okay, that's not just any gadget haul. That's a tech museum of Instagram mistakes and miracles. Look at that laser printer. It's like Instagram is trying to turn him into Tony Stark. Some of these are actually fire, but you can smell the drop-shipped disappointment from here. You know it's bad when the ad looks better than the gadget itself. Classic Instagram setup. Still, credit where it's due. He's showing us what we're all scared to click on. Dude literally risked his wallet for our curiosity. Respect that. So yeah, not all Instagram ads are trash, just 90% of them.
Laundry shoe bag, all right? Stop doing this with your white sneakers. Oh, a specific bag designed so that your shoes can go in the washing machine. I'm very interested.
Maybe this is because I'm just about to enter my 30s, but I am buzzed about this one. Being able to throw your shoes into the washing machine is already one of my favorite life hacks. And so the idea of now doing that while protecting the machine, while cleaning the shoes even better, is a big win-win. Pretty impressed by the quality here. These were more expensive than they looked, so it's reassuring that they also feel better than they look. Oh my God. That is 1,000 bristles inside of here. So let's go absolute worst case here. Your shoes look like this. Yes, the team has been busy. One shoe goes in each bag. Then at the end, the zips tuck in like that. Okay, it's go time. 1, 2. Let's check back in 2 hours and 38.
Siure? Game changer alert. No way. Ooh, that looks very satisfying. And it looks like because they've got slight ridges, even though it's just a snap mechanism, it's still not pulling apart.
So right off the bat, you can tell what they're doing with the packaging. This outer box is clearly trying to come across like the luxury orange and black fashion designer Hermes aesthetic. It's just, when you get inside, it becomes pretty clear that this is actually more the clear, crinkly plastic bag AliExpress aesthetic. First off, gotta applaud them for the name. It looks like they made a typo and then just stuck with it forever. Game recognized game.
Ooh, yeah.
So every single segment of this band is its own magnet.
That is delightful.
And that is just not coming off. I don't know if that looked sus. I've actually been wearing a $1 watch band that I got from India almost 2 years ago at this point, just because I thought it's really funny that it's every bit as good as the watch bands that Apple is charging $50 for.
But I think it's finally time
for an upgrade. This Siure is a definite step up, while still being cheaper than Apple. So we can keep the joke running.
Probably seen tons of smart lights, but you've never seen a smart system like this. This is Halo Luxe Lamp by Glowrite, a wireless, clutter-free light that upgrades any space in seconds.
Does look very clean.
It lights up every little nook I never even planned on. Insane. Just peel, stick, and attach the light with the magnet, and voila.
Okay, there's magnets involved. I'm liking the sound of this a lot.
So we got the goods. And I wouldn't call it a hugely premium first impression, considering it is $50 a bulb. Wait, I just turned it on. Well, that actually is kind of cool, because at least you know it really does work right out the box. And that's kind of the entire appeal of this product. This is clearly designed for someone whose priority is a toolless experience. Oh, so that's the magnet. Very strong. And then this is the sticky pad. So let's say I want to wall mount it, and then that mounts like that. It was a little bit too easy, and I kind of want to say, well, that's because it's not secure, but it freaking is. There's number 2. So, you tap the light button to turn it on. I really like the design of that. We've actually got one end at the top which is diffused, so it's softer, and then this one is not diffused, so it's sharper. You can change which one is being lit by using this button here. Hold down here to change brightness, and then this one here changes color temperature. It's so simple, but it's actually so insane to use a product that is exactly what it says on the tin in the easiest possible way. There's always something that you normally have to fiddle with, like an app or a Wi-Fi connection or screws. Oh, I'm curious, do the settings persist when it's turned off and on again? Yes, they do. It has memory. But then there's the sensors. So we bought the hand sensor, which is designed, I guess, if you want to be really intentional about when you're turning the things on and off. Oh wow, there's a magnet. And then apparently you just swipe from left to right. That is so responsive. And then if you do the same thing again, they turn off. And that's not something you're going to accidentally trigger, which is exactly what you want. You should also try the motion sensor. So this would be for when you don't even want to have to think about when the lights come on and off. And then it's got 3 options for how long you want the lights to stay on after it gets triggered. Hasn't triggered, and they're on. Okay, well, my guard was up when I saw the $50 a pop pricing, but this is a well-designed product. They have somehow managed to fit a 10,400 milliamp hour battery inside of here, which should last a month. But also, the magnet means that you can very quickly detach it to USB-C charge it when it runs out. Take it with me. Just having a quick look at the laundry bags, it sounds way better than it usually does. Not like something's getting banged up inside of there. And 1 hour to go.
Sunglasses too dark to see. What does that even mean? Oh my god. So they have lenses that adjust, kind of like ND filters on cameras if you ever use those. They're not bad looking either. If they actually sound like that as you're rotating the dials, I am immediately more interested.
Nothing too experimental going on with the case. It's all looking pretty generic so far. Ooh, the glasses themselves. I actually like that, I think. God, they're really heavy. You see how they just kind of fall out when you're holding one of the arms? You like what you see?
You think you're pulling it off?
I'm pulling it off.
I think you should pull it.
And now, the great tint. Wait. What? No. It's really weird to see out of glasses where one side is tinted. That is not how it sounds at all. Well, that's half the reason I bought them. It's freaking stupid. I feel misled. I feel betrayed. I was really looking forward to the idea of a fidget toy permanently attached to my face, but yeah, that's ain't it. Okay, this is a UV test card. So when you shine a UV torch onto it, it will actually turn purple. Okay, so let's shine those same UV rays onto the card, but now through the glasses. And okay, almost nothing gets through. I just think it's a bit silly. These are as expensive as glasses that can automatically tint themselves, but they're manual. It's not like the manual mechanism is particularly satisfying, and you gotta do it twice. I think this is our first mistake. Right, let's check in on our phone. What? It's got all the veins of the natural stone. That feels like the kind of custom finish that you'd pay a company hundreds of dollars to get done. Just realized I forgot to cover up the flash module while doing it. That'll be a fun experiment to excavate. Consider me very impressed by that. Because it's printing using an ink that hardens just by being exposed to UV light, it can even print on metal in 3D, which means in theory, you could just print unlimited displays at home. You know those metal posters that will cost you like $50 a pop? So, metal sheet goes in there. This is exciting.
Breeze spray. Why does that sound like something you'd use in a bathroom to kill 99.9% of bacteria? Why I'm never asking my friends for gum or mint anymore. Oh, it actually does kill bacteria, but just in your mouth so that you can stay having fresh breath. Interesting idea, I will say. Why does this look incredibly AI generated? Whoa! Whoa! I didn't need to see that. But it calls itself Kiss-Proof Breath. They've really decided what their audience is. So if the glasses are the product that I know I don't need, then the breeze spray is the one that I hope I don't need. Gotta say, nothing about this presentation screams, I've just dropped nearly $100 on something that you don't normally pay nearly $100 for. And the thing itself is super light. So I initially thought this is just a nice, pleasant breath smell. But apparently, this is the hard stuff. This spray actually bathes your mouth in a probiotic mist that will kill 99.9% of the bacteria responsible for bad breath. So they're claiming that compared to mints or gum that might give you about 2 hours of extra fresh breath, this gives you 12. So let's put my money where my mouth is. That's delicious. It's quite powerful. It's a little bit mentholy. We bought the mango flavor, and if you've ever tried Rubicon juice, this is that. But just with a really strong cooling effect in my throat. It's one of those weird ones though, where technically speaking, this is the product, but you're paying most of the price for the dispenser of the product. Then again, if the thing does solve bad breath forever, then it's worth every cent. So I guess now we just wait for a couple of hours, and then I'll breathe on my wife's face for the moment of truth.